Oh yeah, this is your boy Tman Xpress, the vocalist on the mic, and we're live on Zikipani. Samba kanjalo. My musical journey is a very interesting one. So I started music back in high school. You know, I wasn't really focused on music before that. I never even thought I'd be a vocalist. But I had a friend, I have a friend actually, he's still alive. So, who introduced me into this thing back in 2019, around there, somewhere there, where he spotted that I have a voice and he thought maybe I could turn it into something, which is what it is today actually. But that's how everything started. He's a producer, convinced me to go into the studio with him and just record something, And I started recording something, and after I recorded whatever it is that I recorded there, did this thing on Fruity Loops, and then I started sounding the way I should. I'd say most artists sound, but it was bad obviously at that time because you think it's nice, but it's not. And then but what I heard from there was a lot of potential, and then I started music there. So my journey in music starts there, but venturing into amapiano, obviously I'd had a journey before that. So from starting music in high school all the way to probably 2016, 17, before amapiano was introduced, I had I was learning, I learned a lot. There's a whole lot of things I went through. And then I was stuck into the Afro scene, Afro tech, what is 3-step today, but was obviously housed in Afro, We were very critical when amapiano came in, Everybody criticized amapiano because at some point it sounded the same, and nobody wanted to jump on the genre because nobody knew how the genre was gonna do, whether it's gonna last or eventually, understand. But then when it started growing and the community of amapiano started growing and it started making sense, I had a meeting. I sat down with my friend and then I told him that I want to venture into this thing, And then after that meeting, I decided to just step away from the Afro house scene and give amapiano a try. Recorded my first song 2019 called Uyazidala with Classic and Kapi, And then the song went viral at the local clubs, At that time it was sort of Ingress, which is SNK right now. And then when I heard that the song was going viral, I started, taking interest into amapiano. That's how I got introduced into amapiano. And then I saw that okay, there's a lot of demand for the sound, and it moves quicker than what we were doing at that time. And then I started venturing into it, and that's where I decided to start dropping my own projects, for my piano. First project being one for the Yenos, which dropped in 2019. Had the song Uyazidala and Heineken featuring Killer Cow. And then that's how the Mapiano started. My journey started there. I'm telling people to be happy, man. In Javulo, I remember I did actually. Funny enough, I did that song with this friend of mine that we started music with together, and I convinced him to jump on amapiano and do an amapiano beat. And then when he did the project, it was phenomenal because the beats on Njavula is just on another level, I don't think Michael will ever make a song like that, amapiano again. You understand? But when I heard the beats, the chords, and it tells a story. The production tells a story before I hop on the vocals. So when I heard it, I was trying to also tell my friend that we need to be happy, bro. Stop criticizing this genre. We can actually make nice music out of it. And Mapia, I think Injabulo is it's more than a testimony to that. You understand? It's more than evidence to him that this can be a genre that you can jump on, and we can make beautiful music using this genre. And then but I was just expressing how we should always just try and be happy, And is the one thing that can eliminate a whole lot of things in your life. You could be going through a whole lot, but if you always think positively and think, I need to be happy first, whether you're going through what, you will never even fall into depression, because that won't allow you to, you understand, because you always keep on reminding yourself, which, you know what, anything that happens in my life, whatever I go through, let me try and be happy, and take out the positive things out of it, you understand, or the positive aspects on whatever it is that I'm going through. So this was me just telling the amapiano community first, before the world, that ngicela nigcwalise inhliziyo ngenjabulo, man, before anything, whatever we do, when you come here, coming to this interview, I need to come here with a positive mind, sijabule sonke, so that sonke sibe ne energy, a positive, you understand, because whatever you might be going through a whole lot right now, we don't know, you understand, maybe you are there sitting thinking you're typing things on the laptop and you're responding to singaze kufumuntu, you understand. We don't know, but maybe that's it. But if you call it inhliziyo ngejabule, then you can overcome that anyway. I think collaborations are very important for any artist, because you meet artists that are not maybe on the same level as you at that moment or in time. Maybe I'm not mainstream and I can collaborate with a mainstream artist that can open new doors for me, Or I can collaborate with the underground artist that can open new sounds for me, you understand? So how I balance the two, I always have a plan and a schedule for the year, to say, okay, I need to do as much features as I can for myself and for the collaborator, the collaborating party that I'm collaborating with, Because collaborations help with one thing. It's not only your music, not everything falls under you, you understand? You can collaborate with maybe 4 artists and on 8 songs. And out of the 8 songs, they need to push 4, you need to push 4, you understand? So some of those songs that you're collaborating with or on those songs with other artists can fall under your own solo project too, you understand, as features, you understand? So that's how I balance it. I work on my music, and then once I'm done planning on my music, I see how I can improve or add on that by collaborating with other artists. And then I think that's how I sustain my brand, you understand? Because at the end of the day, the more the collaborations, the more the features, your music and your sound is always going to be out there, whether it's you pushing it or the collaborating party, you see? So that's how I balance everything. Yeah.
So speaking of collaborations, let's take it back to your EP with DJ Maphorisa, which you guys produced some big hits there. Can you share the creative process behind creating those tracks?
Critics. I think the most challenging thing as an artist is dealing with critics, people that are going to criticize your craft. Because at first, like I told you, I wasn't as good as I am right now. I had to improve, I had to learn how to perfect or improve on my craft and make it better and make it make sense. So throughout my journey in my music career, I had to deal with a whole lot of negative criticism. There's people that were telling me to just stop this thing. You're forced. Hey, no, what are you doing? It don't sound right. This vocal thing is not for you, and all of that. So it's the most challenging thing, taking that negative criticism and be able to deal with it, not giving up. Because there's people that can really criticize you to a point where you start believing their criticism, you understand? And how you deal with that is up to you. But with me, I just never gave up, man. That was the most challenging thing, because singabantu asifani, like we don't deal with rejection or criticism in the same way. There's people that can't take rejection, there's people that can't take negative criticism, and they always just believe what is being said is like that, which is not always the case, actually, you understand? Because whatever negative comments you get about whatever it is that you're doing, you can improve from that, you understand? That's actually somebody telling you how to improve from whatever it is that you're doing, and then going forward, you understand? So that's the most challenging thing I had to deal with. Rejection from probably opportunities that I thought I could exploit, I'd get rejected from those because I would be told that I'm not good enough. I'd be told that no, vocalist doesn't do it for me, and all of that. So it's what I had to deal with. But going back to the drawing boards, I'd just improve and learn from that, and try to find my sound and trying to learn as much as I can about the theory of music, learning how to read notes, read music, hitting the right notes if I was not, I'd accept that alone, but obviously when you're around people and taking that criticism can be very difficult because you have to accept it in front of a whole lot of people. People criticize you at your lowest when there's a whole lot of people to back that up, there's an audience. Negative criticism always comes when there's an audience, understand? So it's the most difficult thing I have to deal with, but I just overcome it when I'm alone. Go to the PC or go to my to YouTube and see what is it that they were talking about. I'd always listen to criticism. If they say, no, he's hitting the wrong note, this is not the right key, then I go back to the song and say, which key am I not using right? And then try and find the right key then and improve from that. Learn that, okay, you're hitting the wrong notes. Right notes, you should hit it like this. This is the key used for this song. Okay, read music, things like that. So they built me to the vocalist that I am today, you understand? But it was challenging because at some point, some people can criticize you to a point where you just feel like, ting sheer pants, you understand? So yeah, that was the most challenging thing. Other than that, nothing else was that challenging because I had support. I had support from my family, man. I had support from friends. I had support from Michael, who introduced me into this music thing and always believed that it was something. So I always believe that if somebody says I can do this, what is it that they are seeing? You understand? Which means I haven't tapped into my full potential. And then I would always try to just get there. And when I get there, I know because I could see the response. Same people that were criticizing me, same people that are around me that were supporting me. Obviously, you will see how they receive whatever it is that you've improved from. You understand? So, yeah, but that was the most challenging thing. Criticism, rejection. Yeah. So it says lapha abaphansi bavumile, even on the lyrics. When I say sebavumile, because abaphansi sebavumile. So I was just reflecting to my year 2023. 2023, a lot has happened for me, man. I released a whole lot of hit songs. I got to collaborate with a lot of mainstream artists. I got to go deep into the industry, and see what's happening, I was always on the surface, but I got to explore new horizons in the industry, and I got to meet a whole lot of mainstream artists that were approving what I'm doing, that wanted to collaborate with me, that were showing me opportunities on how I can fully exploit myself, as a brand and as a vocalist, as a musician, as a DJ. So for me, this was my ancestors saying that it's time, So Bavumile, if you're an African child, I'm talking about my ancestors, I believe too much in ancestors, see this panda, So usually when we are working and working towards something, from your ancestors. That's what I believe in, and that's what other cultures believe in too. And lawo mandla lawo bakunikeza wona mase kuyisikhathi, and depending on your tradition and how you guys do your things, your rituals and all of that. With us, mabakunika amandla mele ubonge babaphansi uhlabe, understand, ushaya umqombothi, uphahle, understand, ubonge. So lawo mandla lawo ukubonga kumele bakunike wona lawo, understand, because ngeke ubonge unganamandla. So mangithi bavumile bese banginika amandla kakhulu in the year 2023. The way 2023 gave birth to amasango, namasango ningene yabona kwelinye, imnandi lento, gave birth to imali khona, gave birth to chukela, gave birth to there's a lot of hits, man. I understand, and it happened all in a short period of time. I understand, and then it gave me amandla ukuthi ngikhona ukubonga, ngikhona nokuthi ngibavuselela abaphansi bachubeke mangivulele indlela. I understand. So I think all of that comes with time, because hlala sicela, but amandla usucela kumele bakunikeze wona, because in order for you to have revenue you need to work and earn it, and then how you earn it is through whatever you're doing. You really be successful. So this music thing for me in my career was now turning into a success. It was now generating revenue. They're saying please, I'm living off it, you understand? And then I could be able to have enough revenue ukuthi ngiyoyithenga leyo mbuzi, ngiyothenga leyo mqombothi, ngimeme like abantu basendlini, siyenze leyo msebenzi, siye siyemsamo, sikhona ukuphahla, siyenze yonke into ehlale yenzakala, understand? But lawo mandla lawo nginikwe yibo, because mangiqela mangithandaza, like, you know, and all of that. Abaphansi bakhona ukuvuma ukuthi okay, sokuyisikhathi singathatha amandla mfethu sibone ukuthi ungenzani ngawe going forward, understand? So abaphansi bese bavumile. Amadulas bavumile. Amadulas means ukuthi uyabazi umuntu ohlala phethe idulas. So idulas ilento lokhona ukubona ngayo. So mina in my way idulas engimokola ngayo amandla la nginikwe khona. Idulas le banginike idulas ukuthi ngikhona ukumokola, and mangimokola ngikhona ukubabonga, understand? So that's the title Madulas Bavumile, because abaphansi sebavumile ukuthi lento lebe ngilokho ngigijimisa my whole life. Nah, bayibona ukuthi ngigijimisela for a reason, and now they're starting to open up for me. Bankayisela ukuthi okay, no, I think you've proven yourself enough. It's time for us to kunika amandla uqhubeke wenze into ufuna ukuyenza sikusupport. So abaphansi bavumile. Okay, firstly now, what's gonna reflect my true work and what I've been doing. Nokuthi abaphansi bangivulile kangakanani umsebenzi wami ongufakile like kule music industry. I think I can measure that ngale gig I'm gonna be doing a gig, my birthday jamboree on the 31st of May. I managed to pull up a lineup that I've always dreamt of pulling up, you understand? But I always knew ukuthi angeke ngize ngidonse leyo lineup ngingakafiki kulelo zinga, you understand? So this is a true reflection of how hard I've been working, you understand? All the relationships and connections that I've created, the network around me, you know, that's willing to support me, about mainstream artists that are willing to take my events or my annual jamboree to another level, and through the work that I've been doing in 2023 mostly, you understand? So that's going to be a true reflection, and that's how any fan of mine, any supporter, any family member, any loved one, you understand, that's around me and that's around my circle, they can really measure the work that I've been putting in through this gig, you understand? Because it's going to be a true reflection of how hard I've worked to get where I am today, you understand? So the next thing is the jamboree. That's what I'm focused on. And then on the jamboree, on the day, I want to perform songs that I've prepared for the next project that I want to release this year. And I want to perform them for the first time on the jamboree, you understand? Because I think that's the biggest stage I've set for myself already. So it would only make sense for me to present it there and then, you know, because I've been working so hard to gather this many people to come and witness the work that I've been doing. So I'm gonna give you my project, my next EP. You know, I haven't given it a title yet, but the songs are done, and I'm gonna perform those songs on my jamboree, my birthday jamboree. And then for the first time, people are gonna hear what I have to offer. And I'd like to say, this has to be my best work yet, understand? Because I've got access to so many resources now, you know, not just physically, but in a whole lot of ways, you know, in the industry. And I managed to use those resources to give you work that I've always wanted to give you in the quality that I've always wanted to give you in, you understand? Cleaner songs, cleaner version of songs, mastered, mixed, and plus growth in me as a vocalist, you understand? My writing is deeper, it's more direct, you know, and my collaborations are more mainstream than they were, you understand? The features that I have there. So this has to be the best work I have to offer in my career, this next project that I'm gonna drop. That's why I'm taking my time with it. I can perform it on the jamboree, but the release, it needs to be the way I want it. It needs to be satisfactory to me before I can give it to you, because I want to give you what I think is the best work for me. but that's next. That's the Jamboree, and then my EP, which I think I'm gonna convert into an album because there's too many hit songs. You understand? So I think I'm just gonna convert it into an album. Probably may name it Ikigai, the Second Samurai, like the first one that has Injabulo. You understand? From that project, maybe let it be a second a part of it. You understand? And it could actually that could actually also show you how much I've improved from the first project to this one. You understand? So at the time I drop the third one, I don't know. Probably gonna be on some Super Saiyan level. So, but yeah, that's what's coming. It's the Jamboree and Ikigai, the Second Samurai, the project. That's what I'm gonna keep for this year. I have is for the Jamboree. She's the 31st of May. But the project, I'm gonna. Okay, let me just promise this. The month of June, I'm gonna give you a project. The month of June.